Dimeji Bankole, Mr. Ajayi Borofis, Mrs. Uju Onohen, as well as the Jigawa State Governor Alhaji Badaru Abubakar stepped down for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, maintaining that the former governor of Lagos State has the prerequisite experience and exposition in transforming the country's fortunes. In his acceptance speech, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu reiterated his commitments towards reconciling aggrieved members in ensuring victory for the party at the forthcoming general election and jointly move the country forward by exploring natural resources and human capital that is abundantly available across the country.
To the chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, it appeared some weeks back that some newspapers and many people were ready to write obituary of this person. Yes, we put together and pull ourselves as a cat of 9 lives.
High point of the occasion was the presentation of the party flag to Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the All Progressive Congress Presidential Party flag bearer in the next general election by President Muhammadu Buhari. 23 presidential aspirants obtained expression and intent forms, but 13 were eventually cleared by the party screening committee. From the governor's office, Soya Ononide reporting.
South African lightweight Simeso Buthelezi has died after suffering bleeding on the brain following a boxing bout at the weekend in Durban. The 24-year-old faced compatriot Sifesile Mutungwa for the World Bridge Federation All-African Lightweight title on Sunday, but the 10-round contest was stopped by the referee after Buthelezi appeared to shadow box an invisible opponent. Footage of the fight showed Mutungwa falling through the ropes, and then after the fight was restarted, Buthelezi advancing towards an empty corner where he started to swing punches. Information has it that Mutungwa was declared the winner, and Buthelezi subsequently collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. Meanwhile, Buthelezi was placed in an induced coma after it was discovered he had bleeding on the brain. Boxing South Africa confirmed that Buthelezi died in a statement jointly signed with the boxer's family. They hailed Buthelezi as a great boxer who was exemplary both outside and inside the ring, and BSA also said it will undertake an independent medical review of the incident. Trainer Becky Mgozelu said Buthelezi had been in perfect health in the lead up to the bout. Algeria is suspending a 2-decade-old friendship treaty with Spain after Madrid of friendship, good neighborliness and cooperation signed with Madrid in 2002. The president's office said in a statement that it regretted Algeria's decision and reaffirmed its commitment to the friendship treaty. The Algerian statement said Spain was abusing its role as an administrating power in Western Sahara until the United Nations sorts out the decades-old situation over the status of the vast mineral-rich territory. This is the World at Noon, coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Ilea Weye Okebale, Oshogbo. Voice of the West. Now a mid-news message. Happiness comes a lot easier when you stop complaining about your problems and you start being grateful for all the problems you don't have. Develop a heart of gratitude. No fewer than 21 people have been killed and scores others have been injured after a train derailed in eastern Iran. The train, which was carrying 348 passengers, came off the line between the cities of Mashhad and Yazd, about 50 kilometers from Tabas. The deputy head of Iran's railways said the accident happened when the train hit an excavator near the track. Emergency services warned the death toll could rise because many of the injured were in a critical condition. National Rescue Service spokesman Mujaba Khalid told reporters that 3 helicopters and 24 ambulances were dispatched to the scene after the incident. Thailand government says they can now grow cannabis plants at home and sell the crop after the nation removed marijuana from its banned narcotic list. The nation is the first to advance such move in Southeast Asia, a region known for its stringent drug laws. Report says the recreational use is still banned, even though advocates says the easing effectively decriminalizes marijuana. A former Thai police chief, Mr. Titisan Uthanafon, has been sentenced to life in jail after being found guilty of murder by torture in a case that sparked national outrage over police brutality. According to the report, Mr. Uthanafon was nicknamed Joe Ferrari for his many luxury cars. In August, he was arrested after a leaked video surfaced showing him and colleagues wrapping plastic bags around the head of a 24-year-old drug suspect during an interrogation. The suspect later died. And here again are the highlights of the world at noon. In Nigeria, former Lagos State Governor Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu has reiterated its commitment towards exploring natural resources and human capital in transforming the country's fortune. South African lightweight Simiso Buthelezi has died after suffering bleeding on the brain following a boxing bout at the weekend in Durban. Fewer than 21 people have been killed and dozens more hurt after a train derailed in eastern Iran. Stressed that the people of the country can now grow cannabis plants at home and sell the crop after the nation removed marijuana from its banned narcotic list. Edited by Olushola Egwodofo, delivered by Titilokme Achiboye. In today's news talk, guest writer Ademola Olatunji writes on alarming rate of unemployment of Nigerian youth, a situation dovetailing into brain drain now in the country. In it, it calls on all tiers of government to give Nigerian youth sense of belonging in the scheme of things.
The alarming increase in the rate of unemployment and non-payment of workers' salaries in government and private organizations in the country have left Nigerian graduates and undergraduates hopeless. In Nigeria, gone are the days when graduates were treated like kings and princes and when they were offered good jobs attached with watering allowances. In the Nigeria of today, graduates are treated like nobody in the society, and governments have no structured and standard plan for employment as well as job creations. Rather, they have continued to advertise family planning as means of reducing the country's population. Thinking overpopulation is the basic causes of shortage of employment and disadvantage to economic prosperity. The question coming out from the minds of majority of the citizens is that for how long will the government use overpopulation as an excuse for its incapability? When will the leaders stop hiding under the pretext of inflations for non-availability of social amenities? If the population is not adding positively to the nation's economic growth, then there is need for the government to resign or be impeached for incompetency. We can as well charge them for negligence and corruptions. If the most populated country like China and the US could record economic growth, what then happened to the giant of Africa called Nigeria, a country with mineral resources and fertile lands? The current population of China is over 1 billion as at Friday, April 15, 2022, based on World Meter elaboration of the latest United Nations data. China was recorded to have also lived the population of over 1 billion people in the year 2020. Ranking the most populated, China population is equivalent to 18.47% of the total world population. News Talk posits that the People's Republic of China has a developing market-oriented economy that incorporates economic planning through industrial policies and strategic 5-year plans. The economy consists of state-owned enterprises and mixed ownership enterprises, as well as a large domestic private sector and openness to foreign business in a system officially described as a socialist market economy. News Talk recalls that the current population of Nigeria is below 300 million in 2022 based on Worldometer elaboration of the latest United Nations data. Nigeria's population is said to be equivalent to 2.64% of data of the total world population. Unemployment and non-payment of staff salaries in Nigeria have seriously birthed brain drain as graduates and unsatisfied working class are leaving the country for a better offer in overseas. This is no doubt adding to Nigeria underdevelopment status. Figures released in February 2018 by the British government indicated that no fewer than 5,405 Nigerian trained doctors and nurses were working with the British National Health Service (NHS). It showed that Nigerian medical practitioners constituted not less than 3.9% of the 137,000 foreign staff of 202 nationalities working alongside British doctors and nurses in the United Kingdom. If some people are fortunate to travel abroad for job seeking, then what is the fate of those with no means of traveling abroad? News Talk is of the view that Nigerian students did not only see education as scam, but they have lost hope for better tomorrow. Illicit acts engaged by individuals could be seen as a result of no job, no salary. Cybercrime has been adopted by majority of the youths as a means of livelihood, while those who don't work with the internet have opted for ritual making. Newstock therefore calls on all levels of government to save the future of students and plan for the better welfare of the working class, and as well cater for the aged. Once again, the federal, states, and local governments must strive for the survival of Nigerians and work towards economic prosperity of students who are coming to the labor market with full knowledge and active strength. Governments must learn to safeguard the future of innocent youths. Newstock also echoes the voice of the youth saying, "Give us a better future."
The news talk by guest writer Ademola Olatunji focused on alarming rate of youth unemployment, a situation dovetailing to brain drain in major sector of the Nigerian economy. In it, it calls on all tiers of government to give Nigerian youths a sense of belonging in the scheme of things. The piece is presented by Temitokwe Olaiwola, and for more about us, you can visit www.osbcng.org. Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.
On Osun Radio. Osun Radio.
Community radio at its best.
104.5 FM.